This is episode number 11 on the power of determination. What's going on? This is Quamon Fowler. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your time. I know your time is very valuable. So what I try to do is provide you with some valuable information and things that will inspire you and keep you up to date on what's going on with me and my world. So thanks again. Well, let's jump into some news. I have some things going on. Man, I had a great time. I traveled to San Antonio and was able to be there for the TMEA. That's the Texas Music Educators Association. I think that's what the A stands for. But it's a music conference, and different music teachers and also students from the Texas area go to this convention, and you're able to check out a lot of clinics. You also are able to listen to different students perform and teachers give lectures, professors give lectures and different things on various topics. And also a lot of music vendors are there, music companies who make instruments and different things like that. So I was there with Tenor Madness. That's a company, saxophone company based out of Iowa, and I endorse their horns, and they're great playing saxophones. I've been playing on it, my tenor, for about 5 years now, thanks to Randy, who is the owner, and he works on all the horns. Also, shout out to Nolan and also Jimmy, who helped me out this year. They were at the convention, and I was able to play on some of the horns and check out some necks and some mouthpieces. So that was fun. That was a great experience. I also hung out with Max Sax, based out of Austin. They're another saxophone company, where I was able to buy a mouthpiece. I got a new mouthpiece. It's a D-Jazz mouthpiece from Max Sax, and it plays pretty cool. I was able to get that, and also some new reeds. Van Duren was there. They were represented, and I was able to get some reeds. So it's one of those things, those conferences where musicians can find, out what's the new gear, what people are making, different things that you can try, horns and it's pretty fun, pretty cool. You get a chance to see some other friends or other musicians from around the country. So it's a great conference to attend if you haven't been. It's something like NAMM show. I would go to the NAMM show years back. I hadn't been in a while, but the NAMM show is like one of the biggest, because you have all kind of music conferences. I mean, all kind of music companies that go to that, and a lot of musicians, of course, go to that as well. So that's a good place to network and meet some of the um, manufacturers of different products and things like that. Another update, my CD Forever is going to be available. We're going to make it available in March. And for those who are going to be in the area, the Dallas Fort Worth area, on March 16th from 7 to 11 p.m., we're going to be at the Buttons Restaurant in Fort Worth. And you can go to their website. It's buttonsrestaurants with an S.com. And you can call to make reservations if you'd like to. 817-735-4900. That's 817-735-4900. This is Thursday, March 16th. We're going to be in the house with the full band for the CD release party of Forever. Right now, you can actually pre-order now, and you can get the CD sent to you in February. So it's being pressed up right now, so it'll be ready in a week or so, and I'll be able to get it out to you if you go to TexasTenorMusic.com, and there is where you'll find the information where you'll be able to purchase it and put in your information, and I'll send it to you. It took like three years or so to get it done. 3, 4 years really to get it finished. I was working with a good friend of mine, Carl Wagner, who actually plays alto and keys on this project. He played keys and also mixed and mastered it. So shout out to Carl for helping me out to get it done. So so that's going to be out pretty soon, and I look forward to you all enjoying it. And also wanted to talk about, for those who are interested in taking lessons with me, you can do that. I have some slots open. Been doing a lot of teaching here lately at the college I work at another organization, Music Mentors of Texas, and also been teaching in my studio. So it's been pretty busy, but it's good, doing that as well as performing, doing gigs around the city, and it's been a fun experience, and I always enjoy sharing music with those out there. So let me go into some of what I wanted to tell you about on the power of determination. First of all, to do some of the things, or a lot of the things that I do, from the podcast, from the videos, and the performing, teaching, pressing my or publishing my book, you got to be determined to do stuff. And you got to be focused. But let me look at this definition. You can hear the clicks because I'm recording it on my laptop, so you hear me clicking the mouse pad. Okay, but anyway, determination is firmness of purpose. I really like this. Resoluteness. It's like you want to resolve stuff. You got a firm grasp on your purpose. I really like this definition of determination. This is me. The process of establishing something. Exactly. Okay, typically by calculation or research. That's determination. The process of establishing something exactly. Precise. Okay, so now for me, I've been a pretty determined person for a long time. When I was actually 14, I guess even before that, when I started playing the violin at 10, I practiced a lot, and I was very determined and focused on sounding a certain way or sounding good and learning music. And so it switched over to the saxophone when I started playing at 12 in the 7th grade. I took the horn. Really, we were doing it was like a summer camp. So we were preparing and learning the notes of the instrument. So this was the first day my dad bought a tenor saxophone from a pawn shop for like $200 or maybe less. I'm not sure. I think it was $200. But I went to the summer camp for the band camp, and the first day, the teacher only taught us C. It was Mr. Timmons at Morningside Middle School. And so after the first day, I went up to him after class, and I was like, "What are the rest of the notes?" And he laughed at me and said, "Well, you'll get that the rest of the week. We'll teach you more notes." And so I took the horn home. I was disappointed. I was like, I want to know the rest of the notes. And so I took the horn home, and when I got home, I learned the rest of the notes. I dived in and just started trying to figure it out. And I would practice all the time, all the time. I would have sheet music that I would work on reading, different Christmas carols. I remember doing that. And I just practice, and practice. And so, I had this determined spirit, and so I ended up winning the solo and ensemble, or actually getting first place in different contests and things like that, just because I was interested in uh, exploring and figuring things out, things that were new or exciting or intriguing to me. I was determined to just push through and see what I could discover and go through that experience. So, um, so I would say, even talking about this a lot of times, and this is what I talk about in my book, The Christian Musician: Learn What Your Real Gift Is and How to Succeed with and Beyond Your Music. You know, really, I learned that my giftedness, or what drives me, I'm curious and I'm interested in things. I want to know. It depending on what it is, I like to explore things, and with music, it was just one avenue, and through the saxophone was one instrument that I used to explore the avenue of music. And so, and when the internet hit in '95, my mom had a computer because she was a teacher, so we had a computer in the house, and so I got into that, and I would do the chat rooms, AOL, American Online, would have the chat rooms, and I was getting there and explore, and I searched the internet for different jazz competitions and different things that was going on, and I found out about the Thelonious Monk competition back in the day. I also found out about some programs like the Betty Carter Jazz Ahead program. Also, I found out about what Ravinia Institute, and so these are different programs and things that were going on. When I found out about it, I was determined to be a part of those things. And of course, years later, I ended up doing all of those things that I set out to pursue. All the way from the Betty Carter Jazz Ahead program to being in the Ravinia Institute, also doing the Thelonious Monk competition and winning third place in that. So I was able to accomplish these things that I was that I was interested in. And so, of course, you get school in there, and from there, I got a degree in music performance, and later got a master's degree in music performance. My thing was I just wanted to play at the time, but I'd always been teaching. So I finished my master's degree, and I performed. I did a lot of performing. Early on, I got married at 22. So I was, eager and really excited about a lot of different things, from being a Christian. When I started to really grow in my faith, I was very zealous with that. I was doing Bible studies on campus, on one campus at Southern University. I was going to LSU and doing Bible studies there because I lived over by LSU. And so I would later, when we would go to, when I went to Texas Tech, I would do Bible study too in the Union area, and I would do witnessing, where I would go and just talk to different people about the Lord. So I've always been determined, and so that spirit and that same, I guess, what did it say, firmness of purpose. It has continued on even now. At 36, and pressing or publishing my book and getting ready to finish my sixth CD. I've been able to finish and complete different projects and things because I don't know. I just like to keep pushing and moving forward. And so when you um, have that burning desire for something, uh, it's really something. It's really focus and discipline. And I guess when you start out in an early age of being focused and disciplining yourself, then it just becomes a part of your nature. It becomes something that's natural. And so I was just talking with some students about what they needed to do to improve themselves. And so it's one thing to get inspired and to be excited about something, but it's another thing to really follow through and do what you need to do to be able to grow and move to another level or a better level in a particular area. It takes focus, it takes discipline. And the thing about it is it's fun. Like, I know initially it might seem like a drag to have to go through the learning curve of learning something new or pressing through something that feels uncomfortable. So in music, when you learn a new song, there's always a little learning curve because you got to learn the melody, the key, and the rhythms and stuff like that. But the thing about it, that exercise, just going through the process, makes you better. It sharpens you. Something rubs off on you just from going through the process. And I like that because I like to grow. That's called neuroplasticity. When you learn new things, your brain is taking a new shape. So all that stuff is really good. And so once you get in the habit of going through the temporary time of being uncomfortable so that you can learn a new thing, it makes you better. It makes you have more assets, more value. It adds more value to yourself. And so with that, you inspire others. You not only with your playing, if you're an instrumentalist, when you play new stuff or you learn new stuff, it comes out of your playing. People can hear it. When you read new material or when you speak in front of people or you even do podcasts like this and people hear your conversation, they know that you've really been studying or you have a story or something that you're passionate about that really gets them excited to want to have that same type of passion or to pursue things just like how you're pursuing it. So it's very contagious, when you are determined because you give people hope. And I put up a post the other day. I was just encouraged just from students and different people who enjoy my music. They were, encouraging me through, sharing how much they enjoy the music. I do Facebook Live broadcast sometimes, and I'll also, teach lessons and looking at the feedback I get from videos and that I've posted. People are encouraged through the content that I put out there, and from that encouragement, I continue to push and put out more content. And so it's like a energy thing. It's like sowing and reaping. You put out good stuff, people are blessed by it, and then they give you good compliments, and that encourages me to keep on in that direction. Okay, so so that's what I wanted to really talk about, the power of determination, and I wanted to encourage those students out there. Hey, when you hear somebody who sounds good, they didn't always sound like that. Everybody has to sound bad first, then you sound a little better, then eventually you'll get good, and then hopefully you'll be great. But it's all about just putting in the time, putting in the focused time of working at something enough where you can shave off the rough edges, or refine the rough edges. One of the things that I did when I came up as a musician, I would record everything. I'm still like that now. I'm doing a lot more video recording, more so than audio recording now. But I would take a tape player back when they had tapes. I would take a tape player to my gigs and I record it. I would have meetings and conversations with different mentors and different things like that, and I would record it and I would go back and listen to it, study it, and that would help me when I would want to practice because I could specifically go back to the areas that I needed to listen to and work on those things. So I very highly recommend you do that. Get a recorder, get your phone. Everybody has a voice memo on their phone, so you can do that now. You can even get a Zoom microphone. I bought one for my iPod, so you can get some good audio quality from using a mic to add on to your smartphone. So that's another thing you can do. But record everything, and so when you record stuff, you can go back and listen to it, and it'll help you with your development. Okay, and stay focused. Everybody gets distracted these days because there's so many ways that you can get distracted from being on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, and a lot of the social media sites, YouTube, and texting and all of that kind of stuff. But you really want to focus. When you do have that time by yourself, you want to focus on practicing or focus on reading, studying, writing, whatever it may be, so you can get done with whatever you need to get done. I definitely had to do that when I wrote the book. I had to stay focused on writing every day until I got it done. And that's what I did. I had some accountability too. I had another young lady who helped me with the editing, and I had another lady I was part of this school, self-publishing school, and there was a young lady who was actually writing a book, and we met for 30 minutes every week just talking about the progress that we were going through with our book. So accountability is very important. I have another friend of mine who I talk with who helped with writing a lot of the words to my songs, Wendell Mosley. We talk business, every week about different ideas and different things that I could do to improve my business and how I'm going about things. So you have to have some accountability to go along with your discipline and your focus so you can get stuff done. So this is the power of determination. And that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share what was bubbling up inside with you. And I hope this was encouraging for you. You can go to Amazon and look for The Christian Musician. And that's my book that I wrote talking about my experiences, what I did to overcome challenges to be successful, as well as, I explain what the gift is and what it is not. Check that out. Also, you can go to Jazz Web Shed. That's the online shed for jazz musicians where you can go and get lessons from myself pertaining to jazz improvisation, marketing, and business, music business, and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's it. That's all she wrote for this episode. Thank you so much again for listening, and continue to keep me in your prayers as I get over this cold or whatever this is that's been bothering me for a minute here. But this weather has been crazy because it's like 88 degrees now, but it was like 20s a week ago. So it's been going up and down. So it's so crazy for it to be this nice in February now. But what can we say? We blame it on the chemtrails and the people who are manipulating the weather. But anyway, thank y'all, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Texas Tenor Podcast. All right, peace.